Good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson here with an update to your forecast. As we look outside for today, it is looking like we have a lot of sunshine overhead, just beautiful conditions, and that's what you want to see here as we head throughout this time of the year, right? After we had a little bit of cloud cover and rainfall here just last week, it's nice to have some dry conditions out there and nice to see some blue sky, especially what's helping us warm up right now, because right now it is in the lower 50s, but we started off with much of the region in the 20s this morning. Some spots starting off in the mid to upper 20s, but now again we have seen a nice rebound in those temperatures. 52 degrees right now in Atlanta, a lot of blue sky overhead. Beautiful out there looking out towards the airport, Hartsfield, Jackson, a little bit warmer. You see that we are at 54 degrees there. So Midtown sitting at 52. Yeah, it's a little bit cooled out there. Just make sure you have a jacket. Right now sitting at 50 degrees up towards Clayton, 50 degrees in Dalton, 52 in Rome, 52 in Marietta. And I say right now, this is as of 2:30 in the afternoon on Wednesday. We love to do these updates every Wednesday at 2:30 and then every Sunday at 11:30 a.m. or excuse me, at 11 a.m. And we always talk a little bit about the currents first for anybody who may be watching live, but you may be watching this at a later date. And don't worry, we're about to dump into the forecast to talk about what's going to happen in the future here. But I always like to give people an idea about what's happening right now first off. So temperatures were down in the 20s today, or this morning. And with it being that cold, we don't know the exact temperature yet. The National Weather Service will release that later on this afternoon. But that's going to be the first time we've been in the 20s since March. That's also the first time that Atlanta has been below freezing since March. So it has been quite some time. Very frigid out there this morning, and we're thankful that we've warmed up a little bit. Of course, yesterday morning was pretty cold too. We started off at 35, warming up to 53, and then you see that we've been pretty much below average here as far as temperatures over the last few days. We are going to see temperatures rebound a little bit, but it's going to take a couple of days before you see that. Don't worry, you're going to see that pan out in the 7-day forecast. Looking across the southeast, again, it's not just us dealing with the sunshine. Much of the southeast dealing with sunshine, but things are going to change here as we head throughout the next couple of days. I'm going to rewind this just a little bit, just right here. I want you to look up towards the panhandle of Texas. You see that little dip of green? That's a dip in the jet stream, and we call that a little short wave. Well, that short wave is going to move across the United States. It's going to pass just off to our northwest by the time we head into Friday. I'm going to point it out for you. That little dip, again, it doesn't look that impressive, right? Well, that little short wave is actually going to help to spark a little bit of shower activity over us. We're going to get some rain chances here as we head throughout the middle, or really the end of the week, excuse me, and then moving into the weekend, we're going to get some better rain chances too that are going to stick around because we have this big trough here over the eastern portion of the United States. So we're going to get a lot of activity, and we're going to have also a little bit of a warm up here before that rain gets here. Take a look at the temperatures. Again, we head throughout today, temperatures only into the lower 50s, moving in overnight tonight, temperatures back down to the lower to mid 30s. It is going to be a chilly start to your Thursday. Make sure you have that jacket ready when you head out the door. Into the afternoon, we do warm up nicely there on Thursday. Going to have a partly cloudy sky there by about 4:30 p.m. and then becoming mostly cloudy before the end of the day there on Thursday. Friday morning, take a look at this. Friday at 5 a.m., look off to our west. A lot of shower activity, maybe even a few thunderstorms. Seeing a lot of yellows, oranges, reds in there. That's heavy rainfall. And yes, that is going to move right over us as we head throughout the morning commute on Friday. So be expecting that for Friday. 7:30 a.m., some heavy rain moving through parts of North Georgia. That is much needed rain, so we are going to welcome it, of course. We need that rainfall. It's going to continue to pass through by about 12:30 p.m., and then things are going to quiet down as we head into the overnight hours on Friday. But we won't be done with the rain. Take a look at this. We're going to go on a streak of rain changes this year. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. Yeah, the rain chances are going to be tapering off each day, but still going to have a few showers on the radar for multiple days in a row. That is, again, very much needed. We are behind on rainfall for the month. Take a look at the month of November. We are about 1 3/4 inches off from where we should be for this time of month. And it looks like we are going to finish up November, of course, very dry because, again, not much time left in the month. We're not getting any rain today. We're not getting any rain tomorrow. So, again, we will finish off very dry. But we will start off December with a good amount of rain. Again, you saw all those rain changes in there. Hopefully we can finish off December ahead of where we should be the normal year today. The normal amount that we should get for the month of December. I want you to actually look across the United States too before we dip further on into this forecast. It's not just quiet here across the southeast. Look across the United States. There's really not a lot of activity going on out there. You have a little bit of shower activity off the California coastline there, moving on shore. And then you have maybe a little bit of snow up there up towards the Great Lakes region, but that's about it. It's pretty quiet out there. Of course, down here in the south, we need a lot of rainfall. Looking at the current drought monitor, this updates every Thursday. You see that we have exceptional drought still in northwest Georgia, over towards Mississippi, Texas, Louisiana. They are still dealing with exceptional drought too, but again, we're all going to benefit from some much needed rainfall here as we head throughout the beginning part of December. So how much rain can we get over the next 7 days? Majority of this will again fall as we head into the Friday time frame and throughout the weekend. Anywhere from an inch to maybe even up to 2.5 inches of rainfall for some spots there south of Atlanta. Of course, we need that in northwest Georgia, right? We don't need it south of Atlanta as much, but hey, at northwest Georgia, you're still looking at maybe getting about an inch of rainfall over the next 7 days. So something that's very much needed in order for us to try to push back this drought a little bit and help us catch up on rainfall for the year. The normal year to date, more than 45 inches of rain, and this year we are just over 37 inches for rainfall. So we need a lot of rain to help catch up there. We hopefully won't get it all at once. We don't want that, and we're not going to get it this week all at once at least, but we want it kind of over time, all that rainfall to catch up. Here's your 7-day forecast. Temperatures again this morning were pretty chilly, 54 for the high this afternoon. Moving into Thursday, 60 degrees for the high. Friday, that warming trend that we were talking about, but also the rain chances return. Canathon there is on Friday as well. Be sure to give back to the community this time of year too. It's always good to give back. 62 degrees, 70% chance for those scattered showers to even widespread showers there for Thursday or for Friday morning, excuse me. And then Saturday, Sunday, and Monday still lingering on with those rain chances. Temperatures rising into the 60s each day, and then 57 for the high there on Tuesday, going back down in temperatures. But hey, at least we're going to get some sunshine back after some wet days there. Your 8 to 14 day outlook, looking beyond the 7-day forecast, looks like we're going to be around average to maybe just above average on temperatures there as we head throughout that middle portion of December. That would be anywhere from temperatures in the upper 50s to lower 60s. So, not too bad there for this time of year. And then as far as rainfall is concerned, around average on the rainfall. But December does start to pick up our rain chances. So, December does start to pick up our average amounts of rainfall as far as it's a winter month for us rather. So if we have an average amount of rain, that should be pretty good for us there for December. Looking at the tropics now, switching gears, we got one more day left in hurricane season. Season ends November 30th. Not expecting any tropical development there over the next 7 days. That's good to see. It looks like we're going to end up finishing up the season with the last storm name of Tammy. Now, there have been storms named in December. It's unlikely, very unlikely, but Vince and Whitney are the last names on the list. It was a very active season, and we had a lot of names that were used. Thankfully, not all those storms, a majority of them actually didn't even impact any land, but we did have a few storms that were more notable out there. And the higher activity all occurred there right around early to middle September through the end of the month of September, right around the climatological peak of the season. And then things started to finally calm down by the time we got closer on towards November 30th. Looking at your Peach State outlook here over the next 3 days, looking like we are all going to gain in on some higher rain chances there for Friday and Saturday after we do have a drier Thursday. Temperatures are in the 60s here for Thursday. And then again, some spots are going to be into the 70s even as we head throughout Friday and Saturday with some better rain chances like down towards the Savannah area. Also looking at your weekend getaways. If you may be planning a trip this weekend, looking pretty wet for everybody. Definitely a weekend where you maybe play a board game in the cabin if you're going to be up in the Gatlinburg area. If you're headed down towards Destin, maybe you stay in the condo and just play a game of cards or something. Unfortunately, not the best weekend for any outdoor plans. But hey, some of these places have great indoor activities too. You got the aquarium up there in Gatlinburg too. Down towards Destin, you got a lot of great restaurants and stuff you can go to. But yeah, it's definitely going to be one of those weekends where you want to spend a little bit more time inside. Georgia State Park forecast for tomorrow. If you plan on doing any hiking, it's looking like we are going to be having temperatures again down in the 30s for lows. So early in the morning, make sure that you bundle up. You're going to need a good jacket, and you may even still need it for the afternoon in some spots, as temperatures will only rise into the 50s there as we head throughout the afternoon. 55 in Amicalola Falls. So yeah, going to be pretty chilly out there pretty much for a majority of the day. You're going to want to make sure that you have a good jacket if you're going to be out hiking, and also make sure that, as always, you pack plenty of water. So I'm going to go ahead and bring back up the 7-day forecast. Again, you know, we love to do these updates every single week, every Wednesday at 2:30, every single Sunday at 11 a.m. This is a way that we can keep you updated on the forecast all throughout the week ahead and also for the weekend. Don't forget, you can also catch updates on 11alive.com on the 11 Alive app, and I actually want to bring that up. Don't forget, this is really useful, especially whenever we have rain changes on the weekend, because look at that top tab right there. You can get an update on the forecast whenever you're on the go, and you can look at the radar. So whenever we have rain changes on the weekend, that could be really valuable so that you can plan around the rain and also see where those showers are if you have any outdoor plans. It gives you the hourly forecast, the daily forecast, all the things that you may need. And then you can watch updates just like this one you're seeing right now, right there on your phone. Watch live right there at the bottom of the screen. Make sure you also have the 11 Alive Plus app there on your Roku and Fire TV devices. Really useful to get extra information, just like the update that you're watching right now. And then, of course, you can watch on 11 Alive itself. We're the NBC affiliate here in Atlanta. You can catch Chief Meteorologist Chris Holcomb every single evening, catch Meteorologist Chester McNeil in the mornings, you catch Meteorologist Melissa Nord every day at 4 p.m. We have a 4 p.m. show now that way you can get your news information a little bit earlier than previously when we used to have our show start at 5. And then, of course, you can catch myself on weekend mornings on 11 Alive. And then meteorologist Nicole Hartford, she's currently on maternity leave, but she'll be back in a couple months with weekend evenings. So I hope everybody has a wonderful week ahead of them. Of course, we'll continue to keep you updated on everything right here at 11 Alive.